In this session, we'll be seeing about referencing. So, referencing is actually, if you see here, three types of referencing are there. The first type is actually called as relative referencing. Let us go from down to up. So, relative referencing is a concept where you are not going to use any dollar symbol in, like, it can be taken as a shortcut. So you don't use any dollar symbol, you're going to directly refer a cell. So let us say this cell B12 has a value of 5. So somewhere I'm going to refer it. I'm just going to type equal to B12. So obviously I'll be getting the same value. So this is called as relative referencing. Next, what type do you have is, it is called as absolute reference. So after here, we are moving on to here. Absolute referencing is where you are going to lock both your rows and columns. Okay, so you'll be using dollar symbol for both your row and your column. Okay, so you're going to lock, so this dollar symbol is called, like, you are going to lock your rows as well as your column, which means your absolute referencing. Okay, so this is when you need to lock both of the values. And how can be this done? Okay, let us say I'm going to give equal to um I'm going to select this value B12. Okay, so how are we going to log? Should I, well, you may have a doubt, should I type dollar symbol each and every time? For that, Excel has come with a shortcut where you can use F4 key. Okay, so this F4 key can be used. So when you, I'm going to say, select it once or click it once, you'll be getting absolute referencing. Okay, when you click it another time, you'll be getting mixed referencing, another time also mixed, and then you'll be getting your relative referencing. So this is how your absolute reference works. Okay, so now let us move on to mixed referencing. So mixed referencing is actually a concept where you are going to lock either your row or either your column. This is how it works. So you can just identify mixed referencing by indicating that if any $1 symbol is present before your row or your column, it is called as mixed referencing. Now let us see an example for, so relative referencing, we have seen the example, and in mixed referencing, let us see an example. Okay, so not mixed, this is actually absolute referencing. Okay, so here, let us say a price of a unit. Let us say a pen, a pencil's cost is 5 rupees. Okay, I'm not using dollar value here because sometimes some may mistake it as dollar and they may get confused. The dollar currency value is different and this value is different. Okay, here you call it as, like, when you're using in place of current currency, it is called as dollar, and here you'll be calling using it by referencing word. Okay, so let us say here, for absolute referencing, a pencil's cost is 5 rupees and the discount which is being given is 10 rupees. Okay, so here somewhere you just, they've given the value and the quantity of people buying it are being present. Okay, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 12, and 17. Okay, now I have to find what is the total price of each value. So I'm going to just give, like, usually how we used to do. So this, okay, this value into discount into your quantity. Okay, okay, so here I'm getting 2.5 rupees. Okay, now I'm, let us drag and see. Now what happens is the value you're getting is 0. So why does this happen? Okay, so let us say I'm just going to select and see where it has gone wrong. So I'm going to select it here. If I'm going to select it here, okay, the formulas you have given, all your cells are active, which you have given. Now if I'm going to select the next cell, okay, 0 where the value, I'm going to just select it. See where it has been what to say, it has been selected automatically, it moves down, it takes as like mm, there is relative referencing and it goes on to the next. Okay, so here if you see, it has taken these two values, and here, okay, for this value you don't have a problem, but here again if you see, if you select and see, it has selected these two columns. So these are the places where you need to use absolute referencing, so where you have to log both your rows and columns. So I need to log this value, okay, this what I say, this value of E and E10 I have to lock it. Then again F10 I have to lock it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select the formula, this E10. I'm just going to keep it in the front here, and I'm just going to select F4. That's all. Your rows and columns E10 has been blocked. Again, I'm going to select it here, and I'm just going to press F4. Now again it has been blocked. Now I'm just going to give enter and just going to drag it again. See, your values have been changed, and you can just even multiply and see. So this is how your absolute referencing works. Okay, these will be extremely useful when you have large amounts of data and you have a single standard value for some calculation. And next thing what we are going to see is mixed referencing. Okay, in mixed referencing, let us say I wanted to form a table. Okay, so what usually, so 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2. So I have to write each one of these values. So Excel can perform this calculation within few seconds, but we have to know how to do it. Okay, so usually what people will do for mixed referencing is that nothing but you have to lock either your rows and call or either your columns depending on the necessity. Okay, so I'm going to select, let us say, usually what you we have to do, this cell into this cell, you'll be getting this cell. Okay, 1 into 1 is 1. Good. Now I'm going to just drag it down. Okay, is 2 into 1 is 2? Yes, it's correct. Then 3 into 1, is it 6? No, it is wrong. Okay, let me try it this way. So 1 into 2 is good. Okay, 1 into 3 is it 6? No, it is not 6. So somewhere some erratic values are being put. So get it accurately, what I'm going to do is I'm going to in this I need not lock both the columns and rows. I need to what to say, lock any one of those values. So here what you are going to log is you are just going to lock your rows here. Okay, so always remember, so your M stands for your alphabet here. Okay, and the 6 or 5 stands for your row value. So here I'm going to lock my M value, which is I'm going to select F4, again F4, then again F4. Okay, so I have locked my M value. Okay, then in the next thing, okay, I'm going to lock my fifth row's value. That is where your standard numbers are present. So F4, F4. So now my fifth row has been locked. So I'm locking my mth row, and I'm going to lock my mth column and fifth row. Just give enter. Okay. So once if you have done it, all the values you will be getting is correct. Okay. That's all. You can perform the calculation within few seconds.